Hi, the purpose of this video is to go through the sequence for self-manual lymphatic drainage in order to clear your swollen or edematous arm, which I marked the affected arm with my rubber band. The goal is to stimulate the lymphatic system in order to promote fluid movement out of your swollen arm over to your healthy lymph nodes in your underarm and your healthy lymph nodes in your groin. We use a technique called the stationary circle because the motions are a half circle pulling and stretching the skin and a half circle just relaxing. So you pull and stretch the skin and then you just let the skin go back. Make sure your hand's not sliding and make sure you're not putting too much pressure. First we start at the abdomen. You're going to perform a scooping technique where you're pushing and scooping fluid towards the belly button. You're going to perform this above the hips 5 to 7 times and below the ribs 5 to 7 times. Once you've done this 5 to 7 times or more in each spot, you're going to put your hands on your belly button, put a little bit of pressure, and take 10 nice deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Once you've completed this to stimulate the lymph vessels in the abdomen, you're ready to move to the neck. So you find the hollow above your collarbone, cross your hands, and use the whole surface area of your fingers. Go ahead and do your stationary circle, stretching the skin down and letting the skin come back up. 5 to 7 times here, and then we're going to move up and do the side of the neck. Pulling down, letting the skin go back up 5 to 7 times. Once you've completed this section, we're ready to move to the healthy underarm. Make sure you use your whole hand and pull your skin towards your body. Really open up the lymph nodes in the underarm. This is where we'll be pushing fluid, so this is important. Once you've done this at least 5 to 7 times, you need to clear the healthy side of the chest. So you do your stationary circles, stretching the skin towards the healthy side and relaxing. 5 to 7 times here, then 5 to 7 times in the middle. You can use 2 hands if that's comfortable for you, and pull. And push over. Finally, we're ready to go to the affected side. Do 5 to 7 times above the breast, across and underneath the breast as well if you have swelling there. Go all the way across the chest and dump the fluid in your healthy underarm. Now we've completed this sequence, so it's time to move to your healthy groin or your inguinal nodes. So you could take 1 or 2 hands and pull fluid up towards your belly button. Again, this is 5 to 7 times before you're ready to clear the trunk or your side. You'll clear the trunk in at least 3 positions. You can use 1 hand or 2, whatever is comfortable for you. You're going to pull fluid down to the groin that you just opened up. 5 to 7 times here above the hip, 5 to 7 times at your waist, and 5 to 7 times at your chest. You can use 2 hands or 1. Remember, you're pushing fluid down to your healthy groin. You go ahead and complete at least 1 good pass there. So now we've completed the chest and the trunk, and we're finally ready to move to the arm. So go ahead and start with the shoulder 5 to 7 times, pulling up towards the neck, which you opened up earlier. You can push fluid there, and remember, you can always cross the chest and go to the healthy underarm. The arm is cleared in sections. First we start on the outer part of the arm, again 5 to 7 times or more. If you have the time, I would focus and spend extra time in areas that are very swollen for you. Go to the shoulder, the neck, and across if you can. And the next step is to push fluid from the inside of the arm to the outside, which you just cleared. So again, 5 to 7 times, pushing fluid over and pulling it back up. Then you're going to do the inside of the elbow, 5 to 7 times here, and the outside. Again, it's always recommended to go back up and dump the fluid if you have the time. Then we'll do the same principle at the forearm, 5 to 7 times with your stationary circle. Stretch the skin, let it go back. Remember, you're promoting that lymphatic fluid to flow, and you're trying to push it out of your swollen arm. Once you've completed this, you can focus at the wrist, hand, and fingers. So if you're very swollen in any part of this area, please spend extra time here. And remember, my band here is just to indicate this is my affected arm. So you can do 5 to 7 at the wrist, and then you can spend some time at the hand. 5 to 7 or more stationary circles, and you can take the pads of your fingers and go ahead and put some pressure between the finger bones, again, to just get that fluid moving. Then complete the hand, and then remember, go all the way back up if you have the time, and it's recommended to do so. Finally, we get to the fingers. If this is a very swollen area for you, take your time and do stationary circles on each finger. Okay, and you can also take your fingers, put them together, and push fluid out of each digit. Okay. Once you've done the fingers, you repeat the entire sequence at the hand, the wrist, forearm, remember 5 to 7 times or more, outer arm, the shoulder, and then dump that fluid across the chest to your healthy side that we cleared earlier, and then go all the way down. Think about getting rid of that fluid, pushing it to your healthy lymph nodes so you can drain your arm. Once we've completed this, we do 10 nice deep breaths again with just a little bit of pressure into your belly button, taking a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then you're done.